Hello, guys. Today I would like to tell you a small but very meaningful story. Maybe you know the title. Don't forget to share this video with your friends to let them know about this story.
I like it. So, what is the story?
It's about a hungry fox, a sweet bunch of grapes, and a lesson that we humans still use today.
A lesson from the fox? That already sounds interesting.
Yes, the fox in this story is smart but proud. One sunny afternoon, he was walking through the forest. His legs were tired, his stomach was empty, and he felt like he hadn't eaten for a whole week.
I can hear his stomach growling.
Exactly. As he was walking, he saw something amazing, a tall vine hanging over a wooden fence. On that vine, there were big, round, purple grapes that sparkled like little gems in the sunlight.
Ooh, I can imagine that. Grapes that sparkled like little lanterns.
The fox stopped. He looked up to look at them. His mouth started watering. He thought, oh, those grapes look perfect. They must be juicy and sweet. I want to eat them.
So the grapes were very high up?
Yes, higher than he expected. They were hanging from a high branch, but the fox was confident. He said to himself, I'm a good jumper. I can reach them easily.
I like his confidence, but I'm a little worried about him.
That's fair. So he stepped back, took a deep breath, and jumped. He stretched his body. He stretched his legs, and he missed.
Oh no!
He fell to the ground with a small thud and a big wince. But he wasn't about to give up. He tried again. He took another step back and ran faster this time. He jumped even higher.
Did he get the grapes this time?
Sadly, no. He missed again. His feet touched nothing but air.
Poor fox. He must have felt ashamed.
He did, and disappointed. But the grapes looked so delicious. So he tried a third time. He said to himself, this is it. I'm going to get them. He ran. He jumped. He flew up like an arrow, but he still missed.
It must have hurt not only his body, but his pride too.
A lot. He sat under the vine for a moment and took a deep breath. He looked at the grapes again, but now they didn't seem as friendly as before. They seemed to be teasing him, swaying gently in the wind.
So what did he do?
He suddenly stood up, raised his nose in the air, and said in a loud voice, You know what? Those grapes must have been sour. Yes, sour and disgusting. I don't want them anyway.
But that's not true, is it?
Not at all. He wanted them more than anything. But since he couldn't reach them, he changed his attitude to protect his pride.
So he pretended not to want them?
Exactly. That's the gist of the story. He pretended not to want the grapes at all and walked away with his head held high. But inside, he felt angry, frustrated, and stupid.
It's funny how animals in stories act like people.
That's one reason we love stories. Even when we don't see it, they show us what we're doing.
I think I know the lesson. When we can't get something, we sometimes say, I never wanted it anyway.
Yes, that's right. The storyteller of this fable, Aesop, wanted to teach us that sometimes people pretend something is bad because they can't get it.
It's like a child who wants a new toy, but when their parents say no, they say, I never liked that toy.
Perfect example. Or when someone applies for a job and doesn't get it, they say that job wasn't that good anyway.
So this fox is giving us a mirror to see ourselves in.
Well said, Leo. Now that you understand the simple story, let's talk a little more deeply about what goes on inside the mind when someone behaves like this. In plain English, what goes on inside the mind when someone behaves like this?
I want to know that. Tell me more.
When people really want something but can't get it, they feel uncomfortable inside, a kind of distorted feeling, like two ideas fighting each other.
Two ideas?
Yes, one idea says, I want the grapes. The other idea says, I can't get the grapes. These two thoughts don't match, and the mind tries to solve the problem.
So, the fox solved the problem by changing one of the ideas?
Exactly. He changed his first thought. Instead of saying, I want grapes, he said to himself, I don't want grapes. They're sour. This brought the two ideas back together.
That's clever, but a little sad.
That's right. We all do this sometimes. It helps us feel better, but it keeps us from trying again or finding a different solution.
True. If the fox had asked another animal for help, or had looked for a stick to break the vine, he would have succeeded.
Yes, but pride is like a small pebble in the shoe. It makes us angry, but we pretend it's not there. The fox didn't want to look stupid even when no one was watching.
So, this story isn't just about grapes. It's about how we deal with failure.
Exactly. It teaches us to be honest with ourselves. It reminds us that it's okay to say, I really wanted it, but I couldn't get it this time. That honesty helps us grow.
I love that message. It feels gentle and true.
Good stories feel that way. They sit quietly in our minds, whispering little reminders when we need them.
Can we go to the fox for a moment? I want to imagine him walking away.
True. Picture the forest path. The trees are warmed from the sun. The birds are singing in the distance. The fox walks slowly, his tail lowered, his ears back. He tells himself, they're sour, but his steps are heavy.
He knows the truth inside.
Yes. Sometimes, after walking a little longer, he stops and thinks, why did I give up so soon? Maybe next time he won't fool himself so easily.
That makes the story hopeful.
Stories like this are seeds. They can grow into better choices later, even for foxes.
Emma, can I ask you something?
Indeed.
Do you think grapes are really sweet?
Yes, in my imagination, they burst with sweetness. The kind of grapes that make you close your eyes when you bite into them.
Then it's really sad that he left.
That's right. But it also reminds us not to give up on our own grapes too soon.
So, what's the moral of the story in simple terms?
Let me put it simply. When we fail to get something, we shouldn't pretend it's bad. We should be honest and try again if possible.
I think that's a strong lesson.
Yes, a small fable, but a big message.
Thank you for telling it this way. The conversation helped me understand it more deeply.
I'm glad, and thank you for listening carefully.
Before we finish, can you quickly repeat the story with a short summary?
Indeed. The fox saw some delicious grapes hanging on a tall vine. He tried to reach them 3 times, but failed. Instead of admitting that he couldn't reach them, he pretended that the grapes were sour and walked away. The lesson is, don't pretend that something is bad just because you can't get it.
Clear and easy to understand.
And that's the whole journey of the fox and the grapes. A simple story, but it carries a silent wisdom.
I think English learners will enjoy this story.
I think so too. It is gentle, visual, and full of simple words that touch on everyday life.
Thank you, Emma.
Welcome, Leo. Stay happy until our next story. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Also, keep the bell notification on so you can see when a video like this is posted. Have a nice day until we meet in a new video.